Today's movie is rather sentimental to me because it was the first ever movie I reviewed on the channel. Sadly, that video got blocked a long time ago, but today's won't, or hasn't yet. So today we are watching Face Off, John Travolta pretending to be Nicolas Cage, and Nicolas Cage just being Nicolas Cage. Alright, let's go do this because this is Redeye Reviews. We start with an immediate turn on. I mean, if that doesn't give you an erection, what would? Castor Troy shoots our hero cop, but he also kills his little boy in the process. We cut to the future. Sean Archer is clearly not okay.
Any word from the LAPD intelligence, if there is such a thing? We'll take a break when the case breaks.
You trust that billion-dollar satellite, okay?
Then when we snap our fingers, nothing happens.
Maybe he should take some paid time off. He seems to be in a good place. So, Castor Troy sets off a bomb. For those who don't know, if you watch this and you think, why are these two acting so weird? Well, it's because they filmed the second part of the movie first. Meaning, they swapped faces and became each other first. Then the actors had to try and recreate that behavior as their own character.
A jet was just chartered, Anderson Airfield. Guess who paid the bill?
If you know a John Woo movie, you know the dude loves not one, but two pistols, because it's two pistols is more bullets, and we like bullets in a John Woo movie, and birds. So Castor Troy goes to leave the country on his plane, but Sean Archer catches wind and tracks him down. They try to make this plane chase seem intense, but come on, let's be real. It's a rental. We weren't allowed to drive it very fast. So naturally, we decide the next best course of action is to crash it. We fight. We shoot. We capture Troy and his brother. He goes home. He tells his wife that he caught the baddie.
I got him, Eve.
It's over.
He does this weird face touchy thing, and she's like, well, we should also discuss that in therapy. But we learn about the bomb he left behind, and now we know it isn't over.
It's enough to flatten a square mile.
We figure that the only way to learn more about the bomb is to trade faces with Troy and get the info out of his brother that way. Well, I mean, yeah, obviously that would be my first choice too. Okay, now take my face. Okay, we will, but you can't tell your family about this because that would be too easy. Because apparently his family has the bad guys over for like a Sunday barbecue all the time, and they shouldn't be squealers. Anyways, we swap faces. So they float his face in some liquid, which I guess that's how you preserve faces. I've never done it before. I don't know. They also change his voice with like a microchip, which all this looks like is a more complicated version of like that smoker talking voice thing. One of those things.
Peach. I could eat a peach for hours.
They take him to the prison where they are holding Troy's brother. They put him in the same boots that we had in the Super Mario Brothers movie. He immediately gets in a prison fight to prove he is Troy and just really drives that point home.
I'm Castor Troy! I'm Castor Troy!
Great job. Yeah, very natural. He has a minor mental breakdown, but it's all good. Meanwhile, I guess they just forgot to keep the real Troy in a coma because he wakes up. He calls his boys, they force the doctor to put Travolta's face on him, and now it's a party. Back in prison, we find out where the bomb is.
We're gonna blow up LA, bro.
I guess the LA Convention Center will have to do.
And it's like super, super easy. But as he's about to get out of jail, the real Troy shows up.
You good looking. You're hot.
You killed them?
Well, look, we're gonna be in here for the next 100 years. God, I miss that face.
Man, they are such good actors. They're really portraying the other just perfectly. He goes home to the wife.
I'll stay hungry for you. I hate to see you go. I love to watch you leave.
She's like, well, okay, he's officially snapped, but, you know, crazy sex is pretty great, so I guess I won't be questioning this. He also keeps a low profile by releasing his brother from jail and miraculously finding the bomb and becoming an American hero. If I'm being honest, he's a better version of Archer than Archer ever was. Anyways, the real Archer learns that they take your electro boots off when they do electroshock therapy. While getting shocked, he escapes. It's a long scene with guns and explosions. At one point, he hacks a security system he's never seen before. But he does get away. He apparently swims all the way back to LA, calls Troy, and is like, okay, Beesh, you're me? Fine, I'll be you. And honestly, he does a pretty good job being Troy. I don't know, maybe they should just never switch back. He tells his new friends that he wants to find Archer, who is Troy, and take his face off.
His face off. His face off. The face.
Oh, okay, we get it. We get the point. It's a weird scene.
I thought you were dead.
I'm not dead.
Nicolas Cage, you amazing stallion. Sir, I love you and I respect you. After all this, at one point, we get this scene.
Carl, stop it.
Calm down. Calm down. Okay, say you're sorry.
I'm sorry.
Which aged perfectly, or horribly. I mean, if you know, you know. Back with the real Archer, he meets Troy's girl, and he learns that she has a son with Troy. He tries the weird face touchy thing, and it's not normal. It's not. Even blind people, you know how blind people say that they touch your face and that's how they know like your features and stuff? That's all bullshit. Okay? I know a blind person. It's bullshit. They don't know what they're doing. They know that you have a nose and some eyes, and they're like, okay, got all the right parts up there. That's it. Nobody does this. We're moving on. But the real Troy stages a SWAT ambush of the hideout, and all hell breaks loose. And in an actually awesome scene, this kid walks around the mayhem listening to music. Honestly, I can't say anything about it. It's pretty great. I mean, sure, a lot of people die, and you know, when this kid is older, this song's gonna give him horrible flashbacks, but it's fine. Our yin and yang fight each other.
I enjoy boning your wife, but, oh well, plan B.
They get away from each other. More people die. He kills Troy's brother just to really drive home the point. After this, Archer heads to his house and tries to convince his wife.
No, honey, please don't scream. I'm Sean.
That's just a horrible way to do it. He could have done a million things to convince her that he is Archer, but instead he's like, hey, take some of his blood while he sleeps and see if it matches. And honestly, the blood part, I'm fine with. The part that I don't understand how she didn't know the whole time is like the dude's private parts, okay? Because hear me out. The ding-dong is different. It's a different ding-dong. It is. And I don't know how she didn't know that. And there's no way they have the same one. And there's no way they swap ding-dongs in that surgery. That's all I'm saying, folks. Okay, we're going to move on, but check the ding-dongs. They don't add up. However, she does take his blood and finds out that he is not the father. The real Archer is like, it's me. Who else besides me and Saboomboom does this to people? So everyone shows up to the funeral of an FBI agent, and that's where shit hits the fan. And by shit, I mean bird shit, because it is everywhere. It's a real problem. However, we get in a standoff with a lot of people and a lot of guns. And it's, guns, birds, death, birds, she's dead.
Take care of our boy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, thank God she was a little stupid, or this would have been very confusing for her. But more guns, more fighting, more birds. At one point, John Travolta licks this girl. She stabs him. We get in a chase, but not just any chase. Like, the longest boat chase in movie history, which, don't Google it, but it's got to be true. It has to be true because it takes forever. And tired and exhausted with sand in every orifice of their body, it ends with a harpoon gun to the gut.
They're bringing in their top surgical team from DC.
Meanwhile, his wife Googles the price of family therapy. He face pulls his daughter, dragging the lip down, which makes it weirdly sexual, and I don't like it. Then he's like, hey, meet your new brother. By the way, he looks super similar to your old brother, and I might change his name to Michael, but trust me, I am fine. She's like, hey, get used to people doing this a lot and invading your personal space. And the movie is over. Would you go ahead and just touch all your relatives' faces with your hands? You don't do that. Nobody does this. Don't do it. Or do. And ask them to smell your fingers. That's always kind of fun. But on that note, let's head on over to Redeye Reacts. Yeah, he's rightfully sad, but, the Ferris wheel must go on. Like, it's a dangerous ride. Kids die all the time, but they need to keep making that Ferris wheel money. He may be a bad guy, but his vision is perfect. Well, yeah, we have surgery at 4, and then we have Prince's backup dances at 5. Why don't you all go ahead and try this? Wake up your wife by sitting over her and grabbing her face. Why don't you go ahead and let me know how your balls feel after that one? Then he remembers that Troy is crazy, so give us crazy.
Did you just have a surgical procedure? Was the stick successfully removed from your ass?
Ha ha! You're fired. Yeah, no, pack up your shit. Okay, this little girl looks so sad. You better have grown up to be famous because you nailed it. What is with people at this hospital? What the hell happened to this guy? I am really glad they made that cut, or I would have never gotten the reference. It's too old. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please subscribe to the channel, like the video itself, leave some comments. If you want the power to vote on future movie reviews, head to the Patreon page, sign up for that power, link down below, Discord community down below, merch store down below. As always, a huge shout out to my patrons. Each and every one of you is amazing. Thank you for your continued support. I hope you guys are liking the podcast. I hope you like the fun little merch stuff. I hope you like all the things. I will see you next time, and until then, stay happy and stay healthy. And there's no way they swap ding-dongs in that surgery. Check the ding-dongs, they don't add up.